So this past month, I have seen here on YouTube multiple resellers who said they are quitting selling on eBay or quitting reselling altogether, the entire industry. They're just leaving it behind. So I definitely want to talk about that. Plus, I found some really fantastic items at Thrift Store this week that I have to share. I need to share. I must share with you. So let's hop into that. Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back to the utter depths of the entire internet. And if you're a YouTube reselling junkie like I am, I'm sure you've seen over the past couple of months, there have been multiple resellers who have announced their departure of selling on eBay or just the entire industry at large. And I wanted to talk about that because some folks seem to be leaving eBay. It's a variety of reasons either way. Some folks seem to be leaving because of the updated policies and fees that eBay has introduced over the past year or two. Some folks are having trouble with the way they're sourcing inventory. It's drying up. Some people have found that it's actually, they can move more stuff, make more money faster on other platforms. Some folks are just not making enough money to sustain all the effort and energy they're putting into reselling, and the payoff, the trade for their time, isn't matching up. And one gentleman actually saw this morning in a video, he's just tired of the grind. He has some significant life happening upcoming, and he says the trade-off, the amount of time and effort he has to put into eBay to make money is just not going to work out for his future life. So he's moving on to a more traditional life, and he said he has a store of over 5,000 items that are still, he's going to have to figure out how to liquidate that stuff. But as for reselling on eBay, he's done. And here we are at the thrift store, and just like peanut butter and jelly or beans and rice or pickles and pineapple, resellers and thrift stores are just match made in heaven. Checking out the game section, one of my favorite sections in any thrift store, just like every other section. Found this Jumanji game. They're asking $5. Sells for $28 on Amazon, which I would have made like $12 or $13, but that selling rank 500,000 is just too high, so I put it back. For those who aren't familiar, that sales rank is akin to looking up like the sales or the sell-through rate on eBay, and that 500,000 ranking on Amazon just means it has a really low sell-through rate on Amazon, so I left it behind. Found this 2006 Uno game, Superman style, and never saw this before in all the years, so it's pretty cool to find a new product. This is a great example. It sells for about $27, or you can see on auction somebody sold it for $10, and this is a great example of when not to put something on auction. Reserve your auctions for times when things have really high sell-through rates or high demand. Otherwise, it's not going to end in your favor. So I definitely use auctions, but not on something like this with really low demand. Then I found this Friends game selling for $15. That's too high. I already know I'm not going to make a profit. And I did check it out to see what it sells for on eBay, and it sells for roughly $30, maybe $35, but I'm not going to spend $15 just to sell something for $35 and only make maybe $5 to $10 max on that. That's not a big enough profit margin for me. And I totally get it. Sometimes it totally does feel like a grind to be an online reseller and be in business for yourself. For many out there who this is your primary source of income, there can be a lot of pressures on yourself and to make a living when you have family, when you have employees, when you have overhead and lights, and you got to pay the bills and mouths to feed. And you have to come up with things like medical insurance on your own, or you have to come up with benefits, investing, thinking about your future. That's a lot to consider when you're in business on your own and you're relying on online reselling, bringing that income into your life. Or of course, the more casual resellers out there who are just trying to make some extra cash, get some stuff out of their attic, and there's not really that much at stake, and they can move at their own speed, and there's not too much pressure. I see a lot of eBay sellers who also have diversified where they sell, and they're doing really well on other platforms. And I've certainly tried on other platforms, and I sell on Amazon. I also sell a little bit on Mercari. I've sold on Whatnot before. It's not my favorite platform, but I see that people are making some real cash, and I really like the idea of moving stuff at that rate on Whatnot. But I've also really loved selling at flea markets lately. That's it's kind of like Whatnot, selling at flea markets, because I can move a lot of fast. I can move a lot of inventory very fast. Oftentimes I'll take an entire truckload, which is more than I would sell on Whatnot in a couple hours. I can take an entire truckload to a flea market, and I don't have a direct, apples to apples comparison, but the money that I make at the flea markets is, say, $1,500 in 2 hours. And I think with that amount of stuff, I'm not even sure if I would do that well on Whatnot. So flea markets if you haven't considered it, think about doing flea markets if there's one in your area. They seem to be all over the U.S. and a lot of the folks that I sell to are actually other resellers. I sell a lot of stuff to other resellers at flea markets, and I don't care. I just need this stuff gone. And here's a fantastic treasure find for the day. I found this ink cartridge. I saw this, and I expected it to be an older ink cartridge, maybe with an expiration date of the past 2 or 3 years, but I found out that it actually expires June of this year. So this is going to be a fantastic sale price of almost $70 on eBay. I actually sell expired ink all the time. Don't be scared of that. I personally stay within the past 3 or 4 years of that expiration date. You're not going to get the premium as if it was unexpired ink. If it's like 10 years old or more than 5, say, I tend to steer clear of older ink cartridges because sometimes they can dry up. But if it's only 3 or 4 years expired, those suckers will still work. So keep an eye out for profit margins on ink cartridges, expired or not, are really good. Found this Star Wars Xbox 360 game, only selling for about $16 on Amazon. The thrift store is only paying $3. Checked it out, a comp on eBay just in case. And this game, I'm still going to make about $5 on that. Then I found this little whale light, sticking out like a fish out of water on this shelf, asking $9, which was a little high, but I thought it was a really cute piece, little stained glass little lamp, and it sells for about $35 all in with shipping. So I'll double my money on this, and it's a super cute item. So I was tempted to keep it, but I'm going to sell it. So good fishy. Then I found another board game, Truth Be Told, another game I don't think I've ever sold. It's not too popular, but they're only asking $4 at the thrift store. So I'm going to more than double my money on this, and I'll be selling this on Amazon. I know a lot of people ask if I check to make sure all the pieces are in. And yes, I absolutely do. This particular thrift store has a really good track record of selling complete games only. So I don't mind risking just buying this game without looking at the pieces at the store. But if I'm at a Goodwill or a store that I'm unfamiliar with, I will open the games and verify all of the pieces are there. The fact that so many resellers out there are trying new things has certainly inspired me to try new things as well. And obviously, there's also pros and cons within each selling platform. I think eBay for myself, just in my experience, is the greatest potential for my particular business in making the most amount of money. I want to hear from you guys. How have you diversified, or haven't you? What is your favorite platform to sell on and why? Have you ever thought about quitting reselling? What kind of challenges do you face, or are you just getting started? I see a lot of new faces who are saying that they're new to reselling. So a lot of people are actually discovering reselling, just as it seems like some people are on the way out. Then we find another game, Gravity Maze. I find this game all the time. This brand is great. Think fun, only asking $4 at the thrift store. And this is a great game to find out in the wilds, and it has a really high sales rank, so it's going to sell in the next couple of days, if not a week. Not a huge profit, but I'll definitely double my money on this. Then we find the hats. I love selling hats. They tend to be a little bit long tail, but we got spring training for baseball just around the corner. This is a brand new hat, and I think I paid $5 for this. It's only selling for about $15 right now. However, I'm going to hold on to it until March or April when the baseball season gets underway, and I think I can get about $20 out of that, more than doubling my money on that. And this is something I think many resellers may overlook. I always check out the makeups and perfumes, the hair products, that kind of thing, because of just like this. I found a shampoo and conditioner set, and it's selling $5 each, a little pricey. However, they sell for, when you pair them up together, they sell for $60 on eBay. So I'm going to pair these. I paid $10 total, and I'll still make about $30+ on these. So it's a fantastic find. Make sure you're always looking at those end cap sections with those random items, especially those healthcare and personal products. And there's just so many benefits to being my own boss and my own reselling business that I don't think other kinds of, even if I was an entrepreneur in another kind of industry, specifically to online reselling, really offers so many different benefits that I don't even think other industries may be able to provide. I love to be able to set my own schedule. That's one of the greatest benefits. Sometimes I don't want to work during the day and I work at night, or vice versa. I tend to do a little bit of work every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. That includes the holidays, of course. But that doesn't mean I'm working. I don't think I ever really work 8 hours a day. on a reselling business. There may be times or things happen that I have an extended day, but for the most part, it's very part-time day, maybe a 3 or 4 hour day, but it seems to be every day. But I happen to love that. And I also love that if I don't want to work or can't or something comes up, nothing is forcing me to go to work. Stuff comes up, family obligations, different kinds of events happen, and it's not a big deal to work into my schedule, and that's amazing. In 2024, I was on the road for 2 months, and in 2023, I was actually on the road overall for 6 months. It wasn't 6 months straight, but over the course of a year, I was out vacationing almost 6 months of the entirety of 2023, and I can't imagine being able to do that in any other industry. I know there's so many industries out there, of course, and I can not pretend I know what their schedules are like. Maybe there's something out there that's even more fantastic. But being a reseller, I can also do this while I am vacationing, and that's one of the coolest things of as I go on road trips or wherever I go, I can thrift store, I can go to garage sales, estate sales, yada, 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 and I can resell from the road, and that helps not only make money for my fancy pockets, but it also mitigates the cost of those vacations. So I love that I don't have to punch a time card for someone else, and I feel as a reseller that I have more control over my personal success and failure within this industry. If I need more money, then I know tangibly what I can do. I can take direct action. I can go out to more thrift stores. I can find more ways to source stuff so I have more things to sell in a given week. I have a little bit more control over how much money or not I can make. And yes, certainly it requires different sacrifices to do that, but the fact is they're available. Working for myself, specifically as an online reseller, it really offers unmatched freedom and flexibility that is simply magical in my life, and I just can't imagine not doing this anymore. I know everybody faces their own challenges in this reselling world, and if you are facing some challenges, try new things. I think that's really important, this trial and error. If it's not working for you on eBay, ask yourself or take a real hard look of what isn't working exactly. Do you need to list more? Do you need to find more stuff? What is it? What's the problem that is really standing in your way? Are your prices too high? There's a lot of different things that could be holding you back. Or if it's just something like the platform itself, try Whatnot, try Amazon, try flea markets. There's a lot of different ways. There's Facebook Marketplace. So I really encourage people who are finding different kinds of challenges to just keep learning on YouTube. This is where I learned reselling. Everything I learned on my own. I didn't take a class, and there's a lot of resellers I think that offer classes out there. Some I think you have to, maybe most perhaps, that you have to be aware of, but there are certainly some good players out there that are offering some real knowledge in their classes and offerings. So you can ask around with other resellers, but the best thing you can do here on YouTube, it's a free education. There are thousands of reselling channels, and there's different kinds of content. I learned a lot from a lot of different channels that focus on what to look for out in the wilds. I found a lot of information for how to ship, how to learn about the shipping process, how to learn about different ways to source inventory. There's endless channels, and they all have different features and different educational aspects. So I encourage people just find this free YouTube university. Really encourage people to try and stick with it if you can, because this is certainly, I try to get everyone to resell that I know, just because of the impact that reselling has made on my life. It has truly changed my life, and I will never go back. I will to any kind of traditional job, as long, God willing, nothing ever happens and I don't have to. But I plan on reselling and doing this until this is how I pay my bills. This is how I fund my retirement. It's how I raise my family. This is the primary source of income, is just selling other people's junk to other people. This has changed so many people's lives that I know. 2 friends alone have become millionaires strictly from online reselling, and that's amazing. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you out in the wild.